everyone. In this video clip, Jan Oncel and I discuss her journey as a woman in the business world and some of the difficulties she's encountered as she's ascended the career ladder.
What do you think are some of the major difficulties that you've encountered as a woman throughout your business career? And have they changed over time?
Okay, difficulties. Well, at a time, the sexual harassment was pretty rampant in technology back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
I would be in a meeting with my colleagues and men, and there were men that would put their hand on women's knees, just blatant right there in the meeting, and you're like going, this is not appropriate, and the woman would stand up to kind of get away from it, but never call the person out on it, but just so just indiscretions like that. Drinking is not a good mix. Back then, a lot of people would go out and have martinis at lunch. Drinking during lunch is not a good thing with colleagues, and things can get out of line. People can say things they don't mean, use language that people don't appreciate or respect or hold in the same way. Because sexual harassment is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah.
And so, you may not feel that what you're saying is offensive, but the other person might.
Yeah.
So I have seen things change. I have seen I've been in the industry a long time, though. I've seen a lot of things that are inappropriate, and I don't see those anymore.
Okay.
So that has changed from my perspective.
Yeah, you've seen such a decrease in sexist tendencies in the business world.
True.
It's more. It's not as rampant now. And
No. I feel very comfortable at my company. At all levels, men and women are treated very equal. So I don't see that as an issue today in my work environment.
Yeah. I'm interested too in the balance that you had to strike, having a family and working.
Yeah.
And how was your schedule when you were raising a family? Did you keep working full time, or you did?
It was tough. I went back to work after 6 weeks.
Oh
and
my gosh.
My husband and I always thought we'd have more than one child, but we ended up only having one because we kept saying, well, when's the right time to have another? And there just never is the right time. You just got to dive right in. If you want children, just do it and enjoy them, because they are very special. And now that my daughter's out of the house, we miss her and we do get to see her, but I do cherish those times. It was very special. It was difficult, though, being a woman. I was in a selling position and traveling. Living in San Francisco, my territory, believe it or not, was New Jersey and New York and Boston area. So I would be traveling back there. And back in those days, my company said, if you're going to be traveling on a plane, you're going to leave on a Sunday and you're going to come back after 5 o'clock on a Friday on the plane. So they were long weeks, and the requirement was you need to have 3 to 4 meetings a day. So it was difficult, but we built the business, and I learned a lot. So whenever I went on a trip, I came home with a Beanie Baby. So I always brought her home something, and today my daughter has thousands of Beanie Babies. Seriously, she still has them in plastic bins that she has, and she has some. In fact, she's done something that I really am proud of her. She sent some of them to the Syrian refugees. And these little girls were so thrilled to get these little Beanie Babies. I was very lucky. My husband had a job that was very flexible. And we made a decision that I loved my career, and I made a lot more money than he did. And so this was something that I think couples could struggle with. We fortunately did not have an issue with this. And I think it goes back to the question of what's your definition of success? And when we were first married, my definition of success was about money, making a lot of money. And sales, I could make a lot of money. And that drove me. And my husband's definition of success was not about money, it was about being happy. And I've learned so much from him over the years that the essence is being happy. It's not about how much money, because you know what, you can't have enough money. You make money and you think you're making more than you made the year before. Your W-2's looking better every year, but you're still not as happy because you have the money. That's not making you happy. And so early days, my husband spent more time with my daughter because of my travels.
Thank you very much for watching. I will have my full video conversation with Jan Oncel linked in the description box below. I will also have links to Conversationalist social media and the podcast platforms, as well as my website. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.